Hello, everybody. It's episode 43 of Neverwinter Nights 2, The Mask of the Betrayer, and in the last one we killed Akachi's brother. There's quite a number of things that want to kill me in this room, and I just rested and saved, so we're going to do 43A. As you can see, my spirit energy's down because of it, but it's fine. We do not want to kill any of this stuff. Oh, here we go.
Get you back from her!
I'm not doing nothing.
Hessa, Jasima,
Whoa.
Shun, give me a moment to gaze upon.
Mother? I thought you were dead, and you're...
Ancient, wrinkled, a doddering crone. No, I am not the woman you remember, Sophia. Nor am I your mother in the sense you have always believed me to be.
Okay.
The voices. I understand it now. You and I, my mother, we're all parts of the same person. The same soul.
My sweet daughter, you are all that was best in me. Everything that Akachi loved and gave his soul to protect lives in you. Of all the wicked things I have done to save him, you are innocent, blameless. You began as a part of me, Sophia, but now you are more.
So the woman I knew as my mother, was me. Or rather, us?
I'll tell you all of it, Sophia. Let me just greet...
Yes, all in good time. There's someone you should meet.
My dearest, look at us. You wear the face of a stranger, and I've known hags that are comelier than the prune that I've become. What a pair we are, my love. I must be hideous to you. To him, if Akachi was not the thing that he is, he would turn away from me with loathing.
No, you are not hideous, and if Akachi were truly here, he would see only the beautiful woman that he knew in life.
But he is not. The man that I loved is gone, reduced to an empty hunger that seethes beneath your flesh.
That is true.
And the fault is mine. I was the one he went to save, the soul he tore from the wall. So much lost for one fool girl. My beloved launched a crusade and sacrificed all that he was. Better that he had left me to rot, perhaps, and found another pretty thing to distract him from his faith.
He thought he loved you. In his place, I'd have done the same.
I would not. Love had not become real to me. Not until the wall. I'd have mourned his fate and turned away. If he was here, I would tell him. I have never rested since that day. This academy, all you've seen here, all this was for him. I know I cannot bring him back, but I can end his pain and the punishment that he never deserved. You have given me that chance.
Strange. I don't recall you asking for my help.
Did I place you in the barrel? Yes. Allow you to be joined with the monster that my beloved has become? Yes. Did I tear the shard of Gith from your chest? Not with pride, but yes. I have deceived you, relied upon your own self-interest to end my lover's curse, done evil for his sake, yes.
Then you deceived me as well. You never told me the truth. You merely said...
That the stranger's life was worth more to me than all the lives on all the planes. That you should treat this stranger as if...
As if I loved him.
Sophia, I never lied to you. You didn't understand my words then, but they were true nonetheless. And you, stranger, who have suffered so much for a love you never knew, yes, you must think me a monster. But what do good or evil matter in the face of love? Love will break an oath, shatter a man's faith, and outlive God's. Love endures when your greatest hope is merely to end the suffering of your beloved, even if he can never again be yours.
I'm not too happy with this. I never asked for any of this crap. But we'll use the wisdom insight. Liana, Nephris, they were pieces of your soul like Sophia.
Fragments, yes. If one of us was slain, the others would carry on, and Akachi would not be abandoned. And each of them had talents of her own. A mind, a soul, can be teased apart, its elements distilled. Every person has talents, weaknesses, obsessions. All but the strongest are drowned out in the clamor of the mind. Sever one aspect from the rest, and suddenly it is stronger, more focused than it was as part of the whole.
Then, the voices I hear...
Were our voices, yes. Our thoughts. We were linked together, Sophia. Our minds never truly separate. Nephris wanted you to know. She thought it practical to tell you, but I forbade it. If you shared in our secret, you'd have shared in our blame.
Sophia said I was just reading through them all. Sophia said the voices were louder at times. They kept her out of danger.
We understood the connection, Leanna, Nephris, and myself. We could hear each other's thoughts when we chose to listen. And yes, we could speak to one another through our minds, but the bond became weaker with time as each of us grew slowly apart, became her own woman. Leanna was the most difficult of all, living in a foreign land, adopting their language and customs. That is why we created the portals, so that Nephris could visit her, to ensure that she did not stray. We all watched over you, Sophia, and made our voices heard when you needed us. You were most precious of all.
I always heard you. Low voices. A crowd of people in another room. But when I'd search for you...
You could never find us, and you learned to ignore our voices over time. Just as we hoped, my sweet daughter. By your ignorance, we kept you safe. Even Ahriman never guessed what you really were.
What part of you was Leanna?
She was all that imagines and questions, withholds judgment, and sees all things anew. What better fragment to be my eyes in a foreign land than one that could love the land and its people as an old Thayan never could?
And Nephris, the headmistress, what part of her was she?
Nephris. The one I knew as mother, who was really just a fragment of you.
She is not gone, Sophia. Her fragment has returned to the whole, to me. She loved you dearly, as I do. Can you guess what part she was, daughter?
Your resolve. The unyielding scholar, the dutiful mother. A woman that men wouldn't love, but that a daughter could admire.
Not without sweetness to temper her, and that sweetness I gave to another.
Let us speak of something else.
Of questions, or of judgments.
How could you be sure that I'd find my way here?
I never meant to leave you on your own. Leanna would have told you what you were, enough to understand your curse, but not to lay the blame on me. Leanna and Nephris, my hands in the world outside this sanctum. Ahriman slew them both. He had watched me, waiting for all my fragments to reveal themselves. He knew of Nephris already. When he found Leanna, he struck. And you were abandoned, with only my Sophia to guard your way.
You allowed Ahriman to join your academy. Why?
Understand, when I knew Ahriman, he was the pale-faced little brother. So silent, so shy, he hardly spoke a word. I thought him centuries dead, like all the rest, and the years had changed him, as much or more than me. I was not looking for him, so I did not see.
This is a cool game. Man, I wish more people would have played it. And if Ahriman hadn't struck, what then?
Nephris would have told you all this, the truth. She'd have given you the sword as well. But she'd have left one truth untold. You would never have learned of me. Nephris was prepared to play my part, and to die at your hand if need be. A simple piece of theater, a single lie, hidden beneath many truths. Leanna knew stagecraft, and she thought that best.
Why the deception? You're not willing to face the consequences of your own plots?
I would face the wall itself once I knew that Akachi was at peace, but not before. What if you fail? Do you think I wouldn't try again? I would sacrifice 1,000 like you if that's what it took to save him.
Ooh, I feel like killing you now. Why use me? Why not someone else?
Because you had the will to master the Blade of Gith, and because through the sword you are bound to my beloved and to all the sword-bearers. In a sense, you are his heir, the first in many long centuries, and some part of him knows it. You have more control over your hunger than any of the others.
That's true. You acted out of love, not malice. The evil is Merkel's, not yours.
Akachi's fate is Merkel's doing, but your fate is mine. Here is the Sword of Gith, its pieces gathered together, the blade reforged as one.
That's cool.
It will see you safely through the Betrayer's Gate, to the realm of the dead. I can do nothing more for you, for him. If I've earned your vengeance, then take it.
I forgive you, Founder. Your motives were pure, even if your methods were not. I'm lawful good.
She manipulated you, used you, and yet you...
I gained influence for that.
I didn't think anyone could forgive such an act. The Founder was right to trust in you, as was I. I promise you will be freed of this curse. Even if the gods themselves try to stop us, I will be by your side. You have my word.
Yay.
Go then, and carry my hopes with you. Love is stronger than any justice meted out by a mad god.
Also true.
Let that be Merkel's legacy to the plains, that in the end his cruelty broke before a mortal's resolve.
Okay, so we gained a lot. See, yeah, all these... If you would have tried to kill her, I'm sure all of these people would have tried to kill us. Thamium Golem, all these things. So, yeah, what did we get for our journal? And we got the sword, too. I think we took a thing in it. Where's the sword? There it is. Sword of Gith. We're just going to read through this real quick because, well, we're almost out of time for this anyway. The long sword is rumored to have been forged by Zethamon for Gith, before their separation into two races, the Githzari and the Githyanki. Gith used this blade to free all Githkind from their ages-long enslavement by the Illithids. The sword was said to have been lost in the Nine Hells when Gith ventured there to seek an alliance with Tiamat and never returned. It has since acquired several owners over the ages and was most recently used to defeat the King of Shadows. Now fully reforged, the power of this ancient artifact has finally been restored. Designed to utilize its power intelligently, the sword adapts to the wielder, giving it powers it deems appropriate for its master's abilities. With each strike, the sword has a 20% chance of dealing bonus cold damage and a 20% chance of emitting a sonic wave similar to the spell Soundburst. The sword has been further enchanted with numerous abilities, each quite potent in its own right. Spell-like abilities. These abilities consume the sword's charges. They may be replenished by casting spells on the blade, which will absorb the energies. Alternatively, the sword has been designed to recharge itself in battle, slowly restoring its power with every successful attack. Chilling Wrath, 3 beams of freezing light, blah blah blah, infinite res... we'll read it. Chilling Wrath, 3 beams of freezing cold energy are directed at a single target at a separate range touch attacks. If all 3 beams successfully converge on the target, they will conclude with a large explosion of ice and energy, dealing additional damage to enemies in the area. Fortitude save prevents knockdown. Infinite Resonance, a massive sound wave is sent radiating away from the wielder in a circular radius, dealing large amounts of damage and deafening and knocking down enemies unable to resist its power. Unity of the Will, all creatures in view of the sword are affected by its power. Allies to the wielder are united and in purpose are granted bonuses similar to those found in the spells Mind Blank and Heroism. Nearby enemies are given penalties similar to the spells Fear and Crushing Despair. Broken Circle, the wielder is protected from physical harm and magical attacks in a manner similar to the spells Premonition and Spell Mantle. Perfect Rejuvenation, the wielder is restored as if affected by the spell's Greater Restoration and Regenerate. And their sword forms. The sword-bearer may magically alter the edge of the blade to produce different effects several times per day. Penetrating Edge, for a short while all physical damage is done as maximized. Anti-magic Edge, for a short while every time the wielder lands a blow with the sword, the target must save or be affected by Mordenkainen's Disjunction. Defensive Edge, for a short while the sword confers a significant bonus to the wielder's armor class. It's 1d8, it's normal, it can be used by most people. Simple Wizard, Druid, Bard, or Monk. Universal Sword. Gives you plus 30 hit points. Versus Outsiders, 1d12. Damage bonus, 1d12. Plus 10 enhancement. Plus 6 dex. Plus 4 wisdom. Immunity to mind effect spells. Immunity to paralyzation. Keen criticals. Massive criticals, 1d10. Made of alchemical silver. Unique power on hit, level 25. Spell resistance 24. Spell-like abilities, 2 charges used per day. Sword forms 2 per day. So, yeah. Let's see how good this does us. I mean, right now, with Fury of Blows, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks for 2 to 20 damage, plus 4, plus 1d10 bludgeoning damage, plus 1d10 magical damage versus constructs. If we put this on, gives us 37, 32, 27, 22, 17, 1d8 plus 6, 1d12 slashing damage, 1d12 magical damage versus outsiders, and plus 10 physical. It's got some bonuses, though, because if we take this back off, look at the dex bump. The wisdom bump. Those are pretty nice. I might stick with the sword for a while, because, to be perfectly honest, I've missed this damn sword. There is a chest back there. I do not want to go through this portal yet. Give me what's in here. An unidentified ring, a morning ring. Where'd it go? Well, that's a lot of words. Plus 6 universal, greater undead, healing circle, not the best ring in the world, but not the worst. Let's see what's on the armor. Probably don't even want it, I'm a monk. Van Knight half plate. Jeez. Plus 8 armor, minus 5 diplomacy, plus 5 saving throws, minus 5 will, plus 8, not great. There you go, buddy. I also want to look at Oku. He's got a lot of stuff now. I mean, look at his damage output. I mean, it's just insane what this character can do. Versus, I mean, he's 2 to 8 damage plus 22. He attacks at a plus 51 because of his strength augmentation. He's got plus 6 physical damage, 2d4 magical damage, 1d4 magical damage versus elementals, 1d4 versus fae, 1d4 versus incorporeals, 2 to 8 plus 22. This is the second is the same. I mean, he's not offhanding anything technically, but he is using stuff. I mean, let's see, what else? The Bearer of King's Eternal Might. Plus 6 will save, immunity to fear, immunity to mind. I mean, look at the things he got. General feats. He's weapon proficiency with naturals. And he's got some epic. Plus 120 epic toughness. Epic weapon focus. Overpowering critical creature. I mean, it's just insane how powerful that creature is. Okay. Well, let's see. Episode 43. We're going to actually end it just a little early this time because we went really long a couple episodes ago, and we'll go through the portal in the next one. This is Tyrolan signing off. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.